Hi YouTubers, I'm here to show you this large pond boat. This pond boat's made via the plank on frame construction method, and it's made from Huon pine and cedar. I'll go over to it so you can see it in a bit more detail. Now the boat's about 1.25 metres long. It's about 370 millimetres wide and about 330 from the bottom of the keel to the top of the deck. Now the planks are Huon pine and the keel and the trim around the edges cedar, along with some of the other trim. As you can see, it was painted at one stage. In fact, it probably had, I don't know, 8 to 10 coats of paint on it, this thing. It was a bit of a nightmare to strip. I generally strip most stuff that needs stripping as soon as I get it, and then let it sit for 6 months or a year. I think this has been sitting in my front room for about 18 months since it was stripped. It does still need more detailing, but most of the paint's gone off it and it's at least to a workable level now. Now, as you can see, the rudder is missing, but the rudder guide hole's still there. The keel is just screwed in there for the moment. I'll show you in a sec how I've done that, but since I'm considering selling this, I figure it's best to leave the keel so it can be removed, and I know if I glue it on there and start doing any more work, I'll just keep it. And anyway, so as you can see, the keel is damaged in this area, and the keel should probably, the keel should probably run from there up into about there, and it should have a rather small rudder in this area. So you can see the witness marks under there as to where it runs to anyway. Like, you could replace the whole keel, but I think that this one's got so much character, it's best to just repair it there. I'd cut this piece through there and glue a new one on and shape it, and then put that bracket there back on, because it's, even though it doesn't need it, it just looks right. How I've got it sitting at the moment is I've soldered a piece of brass booker rod in between that original bracket there. I think it had something on there that was similar that held it in anyway, but I soldered a bit of booker rod on. Still got a bit of swarf left on there that I'd have to get off if I was going to do it. But I think you might be able to see up in through here. I've got the booker rod and the thread on there. So the deck here, it's got these cedar strips that run down here, but I think it's probably just easier to replace that, and maybe this section here, I just think it's easier. That there I doubt is original, it's just too bodgy. I bet you that piece actually was meant to go around there, that cedar one. But you'd only find out if you took it off. Now this is done using a traditional method of stuffing hessian into any gaps. You can just see it just here. It's quite a nice and unusual hull. I'm just not sure that I'm ever going to get round to doing it. I think it'd look quite magnificent once it was completed and rigged. The stands are just something that I knocked up today quickly so I could do this video. In fact, all the sawdust on the ground there. Anyway, I guess this shows this hull here in all its glory. So I guess that's about it.